Welcome back to video number 3 in the series of alternative foods to bring backpacking. This one deals with what is an alternative plant-based vegan meal to bring instead of beef jerky or Slim Jims. You know Slim Jims, right? That long, skinny, processed meat product. This is not a Slim Jim. This is actually made out of seaweed that someone got me for a present. But just to give you, that look, that thing that you might bring, that you see people packing on the trail. What would be a good plant-based alternative to that? Now, I've been messing around with a recipe for a while, and I'm a little hesitant to share it because most of the things that I share on this channel, I have eaten a lot. I have messed around with all different sorts of combinations, and usually by the time I share it on this channel, I'm pretty confident that somebody else out there is going to like it because it's exactly what I've been eating. This one here, this alternative, I am still tweaking how to make it. And I actually made a video on it a month and a half ago, and I've yet to share it. So at some point I'm gonna stop talking and just insert the video here. So this video is not just an alternative, but the whole recipe. And the alternative in this video to beef jerky is barbecue sauce on dried mushrooms. Now just hold on for a second. So beef jerky, that whole thing is you're looking for that beefy, whatever the taste is, that barbecue-y, teriyaki sort of flavoring, that chewiness. And what I found is that if you get a dried mushroom and dunk it in barbecue sauce, bake it for a little while, you get that same thing. Now, I'm going to insert the video in a moment, but there is something important that I forgot to put in the video, and that is, please, if you are going to just pop the whole mushroom into your mouth, you might want to just cut off the end of the mushroom because that is very hard. Or leave it on and just be prepared to chew it for a while. So here comes the video on how to make the best alternative to beef jerky. It is barbecued mushrooms. The sauce that you dunk the mushrooms in is totally up to you. I've experimented with a variety of different barbecue sauces. You can find barbecue sauces out there that are vegan, that are plant-based, and so enjoy the video. This is an odd little mushroom recipe. First of all, I hate mushrooms. My whole family knows I hate mushrooms, but I stumbled upon a mushroom jerky recipe about a month and a half ago, and I decided to try it out anyway. Required slicing up some portobellos, marinating them overnight, making the marinade, marinating them overnight, putting them in the oven for a long time, and in the end, they were delicious. I ate them all, and I was surprised, and I thought, all right, I gotta fool around with this and make it as easy as possible to bring out on the trail, because just marinating it overnight is enough to make me not want to ever make it again. And so this is a nice simple little mushroom treat that you can make for a trail snack. I can tell you it is not calorie rich, it is nutrient dense, but it is not calorie dense. So go and get yourself some dried mushrooms. You can buy this at a different ethnic market near you. Also, this is something that Amazon actually has a pretty good price for. A lot of times things like this are cheaper in markets, but Amazon does pretty well. I will say that Amazon, this is a 5-ounce package. I think I paid like $6 or so, $7 for it. Amazon, I think the minimum they sell is like a pound. I'm sure you can find smaller amounts, but they sell like a pound for anywhere between $16 and $20 of different types of mushrooms. The mushroom that I ended up using, I don't know if you can see it, not exactly what that is, kind of like a little shiitake maybe or something like that. In this particular package, they all have the stems, which you're going to see in a minute, works out really, really well. And so let me show you what to do. First, get yourself a little tiny bowl, and then get yourself some barbecue sauce. And I will say the barbecue sauce can make or break this. I happen to like the spicy barbecue sauce. I don't like it in my normal cooking. I wouldn't put it on something. But I think once you're going to see eventually it'll dry out. The spicy stuff does give it a little bit of bite. The other one that I would recommend, this is Newman's barbecue sauce. It is like glue. And so once you put it on, it really sticks to it. It does stay a little bit thicker, which requires longer drying. So you take the barbecue sauce and you put it into your bowl. You take your mushroom, And I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. Basically, you dunk the top into the barbecue sauce, and then let's lower this, and then, how about that? And then you put it on the tray. Now I will say that some of the mushrooms that have the really long stem, after they come out, that very tip of the end can be really, really chewy. So I'll leave it up to you whether you want to snip it off or whether you just want to like hold on to it on the trail and just chew on that last bit separately. And so once they are all on the trail, once they are all on the tray, and you can see that's all I had left in the package. I would normally put more on there instead of just drying these out. What up? I forgot it was sorry. I forgot it was really spicy. Wow. Anyway, I'll put them in the oven and at 200 degrees for about 35 minutes or so. I'll check them. They're never ready. I don't know why. I just don't do them for longer. And then I'll put them in for another 10 minutes. So usually after 45 minutes, they're ready. Again, depending on the barbecue sauce that you use, depending on how thick that coating is going to be, will depend on when they're done. And normally when they're done, they're going to be like tacky. The barbecue sauce might not dry to like totally hard, but they will be tacky. So let's put them in the oven. This is what they look like when they come out of the oven. You'll notice that there's not many left on this tray. I made these before, so I can do a quick, before and after sort of thing. And every time I've walked by the tray today, I've eaten one, so there's only this number left. And again, they do come out just a little bit tacky. And the other thing that I do want to just stress is that these are very chewy. This is not something that melts in your mouth. So if you're someone who doesn't like I don't know, gummy bears or I don't know, something else that's very chewy, you're not going to like these at all. But if you don't like them like that, the other thing that you can do is you can chop them up and you can put them into your other backpacking meals. They're great for cold soaking. You can chop them up into as little pieces as you want or just little strips. Throw them into your meals and they rehydrate great.